It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the New Orleans Saints. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And we are underway from the Superdome. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. They'll start on the ground with Brooks. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. And you look at the Saints defense, and they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. This defense for the Saints, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Fielded at the 33. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. Looking to put a drive together. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Muscles him off. There he goes, left side. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. A solid stiff arm. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Young to throw it. That one complete to the gap. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. You can look at the Saints defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
And the mantra of this unit, get to the football, fly to the ball carrier. And you know you can tell that they do it really well? At the end of each play, when you click off the frame, count the number of guys that are around the ball carrier. It's always 7, 8, 9 guys. They get to him each and every play.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. That is caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
11 more on that one and another first down.
And the Panther first down.
Ready?
Young. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Ready? Set.
Here's Young from the shotgun. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And the Panthers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They want to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit in the first quarter. Now,
and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Rico Dowdle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, of that last possession, needing only the one play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone.
123 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Cam Akers, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Panthers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
There's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Here we go. Ready?
Here is Young. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Drill green. Set, ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Panthers.
Smash, red.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this 1st quarter of play. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Blue striker. Come on, set, hut.
Young now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Set, ready.
Young going to give to Brooks. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through it.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. 2nd and 20. To throw, Young. He'll find McMillan here. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And it's 3rd down.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
33. Ready?
They're going to get this outside. Oh, this could be a double pass. And this one nearly intercepted. That one might need to go back to the drawing board. Almost a disaster. And it winds up just an incomplete pass, though. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. 176 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. With that run, double check my math. Yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cam Akers with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Panthers 7.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brooks. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to forward. Screen passes like that and take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
6, Madden. Set. Red, 38. White, cut.
They go play action. Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Blue striker. Cut.
Again, it's Young. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes the receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Now, these two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10. And it was the visiting Saints who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in New Orleans. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Here we go, set.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 195 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. They'll go play action with Shuck. Past the 20. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 43 yards.
Like my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Saints. Brandon Cooks from 3 yards out. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Black, 95. Black shot. Ready?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Black, 60 red.
From the shotgun, it's Young. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Ready. Yellow, 43. Needle blue.
Young to throw it. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Jonas Sanker. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signal for them. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
At the 41-yard line.
Here's Shuck. Flushed out right. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Set to kick off.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They start the second half with Camara. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at him, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
They run it again with Camara. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Man, 220 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So after the run by Camara, now another 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. So nothing doing there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now Young. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Powering forward. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
And the Panther first down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Young off the play fake. And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And that is incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
On 4th down on is Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal.
From the right hash, this from 53. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara.
And good work there in open space. So he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
It'll be a Saints 1st down on the pickup of 13.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Again, it's Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now Shuck.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line, because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets them up 1st and goal.
Saints 1st down. 1st and goal.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Trying to pound it in, Kamara. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Now a pitch out to Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara. His 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Saints add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. Well, this game well in hand. Perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there for Carolina. 48 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Young working out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Steps away to his left. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
Red, cycle.
Young is set to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. There to make the grab.
And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a yard.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
On the counter, this is Akers.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
From the gun, on third down, here's Shuck. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 13-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now 2nd and 9. That's caught out wide by Cooks. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.